What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. With this video, I just have one replay. I just had this game like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes ago, and I wasn't planning on recording another video tonight, but this game is absolutely insane, so I have to record this and drop it tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy. So we're in Desert Sands in the T-100 LT, and I'm going to start off by going to the Med Dune side, but I'm going to stick close to the rails because they only have one medium, and that's the T-62A. So if I spot him off to my right, I know I will outspot him, and at the same time I can spot the heavy tanks crossing into the town. Spotting the heavy tanks doesn't really do anything in terms of damage assist most of the time, but it shows my team visually where the tanks are, and usually random battle teams and blitz need that to understand where the enemy team is. This bush is really good to use. If you're in a T-100, chances are if you play this right, you won't get spotted very easily. You just have to make sure that you can see the pathway because that bridge is shaped kind of weird. It's got more clearance on the sides than in the center. So if you put yourself in the wrong spot, you might not spot the heavies, and you have to kind of be careful with where the bush is covering you from. And if you get spotted there, you have to know when you can leave and when you have to stay. You don't want to have to end up in a situation where you have to stay, but sometimes you just don't leave in time, and it happens because you can get shot by the rails, and you don't want to have a tank destroyer shooting you on the rails while you leave. You're just really exposed while you drive out of that position. So yeah, it's definitely a good position to use, but you have to know when to get out of it. Moving on to what we're doing now, we're just chasing this T-62A. He has no idea what he's doing. Kind of feel bad for the guy being in tier 10, but whatever, we're going to take advantage of that. And then we're going to move on to the CC Mark 1 too. And what I'm doing right now, I'm not too concerned about the T-62 because I know I'm going to kill him, and I'm not really concerned because of how he's playing. But I see the CC is isolated, and while I was chasing that guy, I was actually picking my target, knowing that this is the next kill that I'm going to get. So it's important to remember that while you're driving and chasing your current kill, you have to know where you're going to end up next. Otherwise, you could easily be caught in a crossfire, or you can just waste time, and wasting time is never a good thing. So now that we've picked up the CC, we're going to keep that foresight going. We're going to see this Rinoceronte, who we can assume is pointed at us because he's probably looking for whatever's going to kill him, and I'm probably his biggest threat. So he is looking at me, but I managed to snap the shot off before he reacts. And now, while the enemy team is still pushing forward to our Jagdtiger and our AFK Jagdpanzer E100, I'm going to start shooting them in the rear before they get distracted and turn around. I sort of shallow peeked that and then got behind this building because I saw the E4 was already reacting and turning back, and the E100 wasn't. I chose to shoot the E100 because he hasn't reacted, which shows that he's less aware, and I don't want to trade right now because you'll see later I like to keep my HP to the end, and it always pays off. Speaking of saving HP, I'm stuck between two high alpha guns, and right now we need to start figuring out what we're going to do. We need to start doing damage now and start having an effect on the battle. I was pointed out in the comments that I play really aggressive in my light tanks, and even when I'm on low HP, take really aggressive positions, and that's because it doesn't matter if you're passive and you save all of your hit points to the end if you didn't have an effect in the battle in the middle. And right now, if I just let these guys survive and this turns into a 1v4 or 5 or whatever it would have been, and I'm on full HP, I'm still not winning the game. So I'd rather trade out some hit points to guarantee these kills, to guarantee me a better late game. Now that doesn't mean that I just want to lose all of my hit points, but I want to do what's necessary to get these kills out of the way. That crossing was very bad. It was a calculated risk though, just based on how he was playing earlier. I assumed he wasn't going to hit that shot, and then I get the engine fire on him. I would have reloaded before he did anyway, but that kind of thing is just something I know I can get away with because I analyzed how the player was playing earlier, and it was unlikely from how he was backing up and looking behind him that he was going to look forward, aim that well, and hit it for the split second that I'm crossing. Now the next step is to spot these guys before they spot me, and I'm assuming they're going to go to the cap circle, so I go back to where I originally was, and as soon as I see they step cap, I go swing wide so that if they are trying to spot me on dunes, I am outside of their view range because of my camera rating. I end up spotting both of them, and I put this bush between me and this guy. Unfortunately, I low roll. I thought I may have gotten spotted by the E75 on the right, but I didn't, and I finish him by putting a shot right through his turret there. So now this other E75 doesn't even know where I am because he hasn't gotten shot yet and his teammate isn't helping him. Now he knows where I am. He's going to start driving towards me. I want to land as many shots into him now as I can before he spots me, so that when I end up having to trade my HP, he hopefully can only get one shot from my two, and hopefully he'll be a 2-shot. This does end up happening, and I get him just below my 2-shot potential, which is the limit I really want to have when I'm a 2-shot as well. I want to be even here because if I bounce something, I want there to be a margin of error. And right now I'm just trying to bait him so that if there is a slight margin of error, I can still get away with it, because I really don't want to lose this game. It's a Kolobanov's. I have 6 kills, and this is the 7th kill right now. The only thing better than this is if I would kill him on my last shell, but I'm just not willing to risk that. And this guy, I think, understands the stakes of the situation and isn't firing until he's sure he has a shot. But unfortunately for him, he hits my upper plate, and at this point, the game's in the bag. There's nothing he can do here. I'm going to reload and shoot one right into his side. That's 7 kills, 1v3 Kolobanovs right there. Probably the craziest lucky game that I've had. Not super high damage or high skill to play or anything, but the combination of nobody else getting a single kill on my team and then it ending in a 1v3 that I also win is something that like literally never happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and understand the rarity of this game, and yeah, have a great day.